weed, dope, pot, reefer, Mary Jane, ganja, marijuana. For years, there has been a negative stigma attached to this plant. Throughout the history of agriculture, the marijuana plant, also known as cannabis or hemp, has been extensively used as a source of medicine, fiber, and intoxicant. Not only has the usage of pot grown in the recent years, but so has the strain. Marijuana has been around for centuries and increasingly is becoming more and more relevant every day. Hi, my name is Shapari Williams. Throughout the course of this speech, you will be informed on three things: what marijuana is, when and why it became illegal, and some benefits associated with marijuana and how it compares to other FDA-approved drugs. What is marijuana? The National Institute on Drug Abuse website classifies marijuana, also known as cannabis sativa, as a plant that contains several psychoactive ingredients, including delta 9 tetrahydrocannabinol, aka THC. When THC reaches the brain, it induces relaxation and a feeling of euphoria, as well as heightens your senses and relieves pain. Now that we know what marijuana is, let's look at when and why it became illegal. In 1937, the Marijuana Tax Act was passed, which effectively outlawed the use of marijuana. In the late 1960s, there was a large increase in marijuana use in adolescents and young adults, which prompted the government to take harsh action. In 1970, the Controlled Substance Act was passed, which classified marijuana as a Schedule I drug. A Schedule I drug has no known medical use, a large potential for abuse, and according to Julie Holland, the author of the Pot Book, a complete guide to cannabis, its role in medicine, politics, and science and culture, marijuana was said to be associated with racism to the extent that it was associated as a killer drug used by one race to wipe out the rest. Such conditions forced countries to come up with anti-marijuana legislations. Now that we know when and why marijuana became illegal, what marijuana is, let's look at some benefits of marijuana. The medical world has indicated its therapeutic advantage to different patients that suffer from different diseases. Its 60% cannabinoids is used to supplement the natural human body content to modulate pains that are experienced. Marijuana has also been known to decrease chronic pain, especially that associated with cancer. Studies have shown that for chronic pain, a small dose of marijuana has comparable results to that of a medium dose of codeine. Patients using marijuana also showed improved mood, increased well-being, and less anxiety. One unexpected benefit of marijuana use is the increase of appetite. Most AIDS patients develop something called wasting syndrome, which is the loss of over 10% body weight due to fever and other effects. For these people, the loss of as little as 5% body weight is associated with reduced survival. Many cancer patients lose a lot of weight as well. This can be caused by the tumor itself or as a side effect of chemotherapy. The use of marijuana causes appetite stimulation and can help many of those people gain back some of the weight that they have lost. The ProCon.org website includes information in a table comparing the total death by marijuana to 17 FDA-approved drugs, including other medications used to treat some of the same symptoms as marijuana, and also 5 other drugs that are widely used and accepted by the American public. The results from this survey are staggering. The total death caused by marijuana equals 0, while the other medications used to treat nausea cause 196 deaths, those treating muscle spasms 118, and those treating psychosis 1,593 deaths. And when in comparison to the other medications, the figures are even more skewed. The total deaths for those were 8,101. Vioxx is the leading killer with over 4,000 deaths. So after totaling all up, marijuana 0, while the other drugs were primary cause of 10,008 deaths. Here's a table of some of the most commonly used FDA-approved drugs. You can see antiemetics used to treat vomiting, antispasmodics used to treat muscle spasms, antipsychotics, and other drugs such as Vioxx, Viagra, Adderall, and Ritalin. The marijuana, as you can see, it has caused no deaths, but it's illegal, as we all know. But the other drugs are basically FDA approved, and they're used to so-called treatments, and they cause more deaths than any of them than marijuana has ever. It makes you think: is it really good for? Are the medications that they take for certain things, are they really good for you? Grass, pot, dope, weed, whatever you like to call it, it's been around for many years, and with its many newfound benefits, it'll be around for many more to come, and more controversial than ever. As we looked at what marijuana is, when and why it became illegal, and some benefits of marijuana and how it levels up to FDA-approved drugs, it's no wonder it's such a largely debated topic all over the world. Thank you for your time. My name is Shakari Williams.